auctioneer held up an old violin, and surveying the crowd, he asked with a grin, "What am I bid for the old violin?" And he held it up with the bow. $1 or $2, and who'll make it $3? Perhaps it has no real value, said he, but what am I bid for the old violin? And he held it up with the bow. Well, no one spoke, and the auctioneer sighed and took the old fiddle to set it aside, when far in the rear there arose an old man and walked to the front of the row. He lovingly brushed the dust from its face and tightened the strings, put the bow in its place, then drawing the bow with a move sure and slow, the old man began to play. With a touch of the master's hand, the old violin sang a song from within, and the listeners began to understand the touch of the master's hand. Shuffled away, and the auctioneer looked where the violin lay. Then raising it up, he turned to the crowd with a voice that was humble and low. "Who'll start the bidding? 1,000, said he. 2,000 once, and who'll give me 3? 3,000 going and 3,000 gone," he whispered, then turned away. Well, some in the crowd were confused and amazed. What changed the value from night to day? Is the old violin not the same as before? It seemed they could not understand. For many a life, scarred and battered with sin, can find a great change like the old violin. When our eyes are opened, our hearts touched from within by the touch of the master's hand. With the touch of the master's hand, the old violin sang a song from within, and the listeners began to understand the touch of the master's hand. With the touch of the master's hand, like the old violin, our heart sings from within when we look on his face to understand. It's the touch of the master.